Okay, first question. What do you feel like you've accomplished so far this season, and what do you feel like you need to work on the most?
Oh, that's a good question. Well, I feel like I've accomplished a couple things. I'm working on my mound presence a lot, not letting the small things really get under my skin, that type of stuff. But I think I definitely need to work on just being more consistent. Donnie and I are working on a couple things mechanically, trying to clean some stuff up. In some games, I'll go out there and I'll be spot on. In other games, I can't really find it. And in those games are the games that I need to be able to kind of step back for a second and regather myself and be able to realize what I'm doing wrong and kind of fix it going forward.
What do you feel like you've accomplished, though?
Not too much.
How about your pitches? What is anything you feel better about anything since the beginning of the season?
I feel really good about my changeup. So I guess I've accomplished a lot more confidence in my changeup and a lot more confidence in my fastball. I'm up on my percentages throwing the fastball. Now we're just working on getting the percentage up of strikes throwing the fastball. And my changeup's come a long way. I'm not overly throwing it, but I think it's a pitch that I don't have a problem throwing in any count. Versus like last year, I would only throw it in certain situations. It was mainly a waste pitch.
Okay. Well, one of the things I was going to ask you, and you really kind of already answered it, is one of the things I've been hearing is that you're a little too hard on yourself sometimes. So I guess that's what you're talking about in the mound prison, not wearing it.
I'm a guy who I want to be perfect. I want to be perfect for the team. I want to be perfect, for myself, for Houston. I want to get where I'm going, and I take things real hard. I don't take things lightly on myself, and that's I need to kind of let things go like a water off duck's back, as people like to say. I just need to kind of realize where I am and what's going on, and just if I give my team a chance to win every time out, that's good enough.
A lot of people have talked about the possibility of you being moved to the bullpen as a late inning closer type. What do you need to do you feel like, to stay as a starter? What needs to develop to stay in that role?
Honestly, I don't think I need to prove anything to anybody. I don't think whether I'm going to be a starter or a closer is going to be either a Houston decision or whatever affiliate I'm with, down the road. Nothing that I really do, on the field, I don't think is going to change their mind. I think that they know what they want me to be, and I feel like I have 3 quality pitches, which is which the starter needs. So I just need to fine tune those things. And I think a lot of people want to bring up the walks. I don't pitch not to walk people. I think that's something people need to understand is, as a pitcher, you're not out there, pitching to avoid walks or pitching to strike people out. You're pitching to give your team a chance to win. And if I got guys kind of similar to the other day, second and third with the base open, 80% of the time I'm not going to throw a fastball. And it may be a ball, but I live to fight another day instead of, a home run maybe. But, I think I just need to, keep growing as a pitcher, as a player. I have lots to learn in this game, and I'm not worried about whether I'm going to be a starter or a closer. Whatever role I'm in, I could be a setup guy. Whatever role I'm in, I just want to help a team at the big leagues win.
Okay. Your command, how's that coming?
I think it's good. I have the ability to throw strikes when I want to or when I need to. I think a lot of it is my approach. I think a lot of it is trying to want to be too fine and throw a strike 3 pitch on the first pitch of the first pitch of the AB. So I'm missing maybe I missed the first pitch of the at bat, a ball or 2 off, and then I throw the next pitch a ball or 2 off. That's not bad command. That's just me trying to be too fine instead of throwing the ball more on the plate and forcing these guys to put the ball in play. So and a lot of it comes from me trying to become that big league starter that we were talking about. You watch the big league games, 3-2 counts, 2-1 counts. Guys aren't throwing, belt high fastballs. They're throwing, off-speed pitches in the zone for strikes, quality pitches, getting rollovers. That's what I'm working towards. I think a lot of my walks have come from obviously me, not being aggressive enough and wanting to attack the zone early on, but also trying to develop something that's going to benefit me 5-10 years from now instead of right now.
Okay. Tell me about the camaraderie on this team.
It's good. I mean, I think we have a good balance. I think we have enough people who are who kind of jokesters, enough people who are kind of stuck somewhere in between, and some people that are just on the more serious side. And I think when you mix all that together, it just makes for a good team, makes for a good place to come to the park. And I look forward to coming to the park every day. And I know a lot of people in minor league baseball can't say that. So that's a positive.
Well, we had this discussion before, but it's a young team.
Yeah.
And I think people just see the talent and say, oh, they're going to win every game.
Right.
And that's not necessarily the case because you are young and you're learning still,
right.
And that's part of the process. So I'm not sure how I want to phrase this question. Do you feel that everybody's really moving forward together in the process?
Absolutely. I mean, Murderers Row, didn't win every game. The best teams in the history of the game can't win every game. This game isn't like that. This isn't football. This isn't college basketball. There's too much talent. There's too many things that you can't control that are going to result the outcome of the game. I think everyone here, like you said, we're young. We have a lot of talent, and I think you're seeing things starting to grow, starting to go forward. But I think one thing that we need to work on as a team is we lose 1-2 games in a row. Don't let that kind of snowball, which we've done 2 or 3 times this year, where we've put ourselves in a situation where we've lost 6 out of our last 7, or recently 5 out of our last 7. So I think that's the kind of things we need to work on. I think the maturity level and the talent is obviously there. I just think the approach and coming here every day with a clean slate is what we need to work on. And if that's your biggest worry, I think you're going to be okay.
Sounds good. Thanks for your time.